Hey folks, back here. Welcome back. Episode number 01 of Cures at War. Um, Now I'm really excited to play Sea Power, but it has all these things in it that I have no idea what I'm doing. So I've got a couple weeks here to actually just have some funsies. And a couple of you from the last live stream said hey man, you should play Cures at War again. And I just happened to Google this, and if you go to the Google machines here and hit in Cures at War and scroll all the way down, you can actually hit myabandonware.com and play a Cures at War online. And this is the good version, the 1992 version. And so you can just play it in your browser. And so I figured, well, let's do that, shall we? And so here we go. So here you go. You just scroll down here and you can just play it. Hit the full screen button. And it does it in DOSBox online without you having to download it, which is amazing because you always have to be careful about downloading things from the internet, right? So, but anyway, here we are. Here, this is the 1992 version of Cures at War. And so let's go ahead and run through these. They probably won't take too long, maybe just a couple episodes, but I figured we'd play Pearl Harbor here tonight. And since we absolutely positively put the boots to the Japanese, it's time to play this on easy mode. Play as the Japanese. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start a new game. So, man, and this is exactly the same as the old version. It's absolutely beautiful and fantastic. Yeah, I know. A lot of you are like, "Oh, that's an ugly game." No, man, this is a gorgeous game. You just don't appreciate it. This is the best Pacific War game that I've ever played. Now, I love War on the Sea. I'm sure I'll love Sea Power. I'm sure I'll love Task Force Admiral. But this is the original. So let's go ahead and get to it. So we are the Japanese. So let's punch in here. We're Dagumo. So let's go ahead and move our boys a little bit closer to the target, shall we? And let's see. So here we have a Kagi. This should be all of our carriers. Kagi, Kaga, Akagi, Soryu, Hiryu, Shoi, Zui, all the friends. And so this is the one time in the entire war we get the entire band together. And so here we go. Well, wait a minute. Who else is here? So, Tone. We have here Kirishima, Chikuma, Tone. And, I mean, come on, man. They drew these guys by hand. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome that they did this. Yes. So, give some props. Out here, even the destroyers are great. So, anyway, off we go. So all these guys should be. So these guys are cover. Cover means that they're gonna actually run 20 nautical miles before. Escort means that they're gonna be with them. So we got an escort task group here. These should be all destroyers. So Awakuma. There we go. So there's your Kuma. Well, the later war one, and all these destroyers. Here's the Kagero. We fought many of them over the years. And then this last one, Sazanami Ushio, are advancing towards Midway. What are you guys doing? Hang on. They're gonna go bombard Midway. So let them do that. So they're already set up in the scenario as a bombard mission. So let's just let them go. Let's go ahead and run this till the morning. We'll break it a little bit before dawn, which should be about 0600, I think. We'll see. So, but anyway, I am so excited to see that they actually have this game where you all can play it online for free, no questions asked. I'm going to kick them some bucks. You should kick them some bucks. So, well, don't worry about that. But it's really, really, really awesome that we can actually play this game in its full 16-bit glory. So anyway, we're running down here, 0200. Let's get it down to about 0500, then we'll break. Because I don't think we can actually launch planes until dawn hits. And that should be 0500 if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. Let's run till 0500 and see if it breaks. No, it's still dark. So I'm pretty sure we can't launch planes. Let's find out. Strike. We want to hit all the ships. It might let us do it. So here we go. So in Carriers of War, you set up your strike package based upon carriers, not based upon individual squadrons, unlike War on the Sea. And so the carrier will strike the same target all the way across. And so you hit this button here if you want them to strike. These are fighters, these are bombers. There's not a different designation for torpedo planes, if I'm not mistaken. So KTs, these are torpedo planes, and they got the torpedoes. So, well, we might be able to do it before dawn. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. So we want to hit all of the naval sightings here. I'm not too worried about the land bases. Historically, they hit both Hickam and Wheeler, so which is fine, but we don't really care about those. So down here is where you actually see a designation. So it's capital, a carrier, or an escort, or an auxiliary if it's actually like transports. So yeah, we're gonna hit all the capital ships. See, this guy won't hit because he's at night. We want to wait a few minutes on him. So a capital, a minor. A minor is going to be like destroyers, light cruisers, stuff like that. We're not going to worry about those. This guy will let us hit, so let's hit. Let's hit. So the UI on this game is so easy. It's so like intuitive too. So let's go back to this guy here. And Halsey and Fletcher are around here somewhere, but we don't care about them. So this is the only guy here. What's going on with this? Let's see if we can hit this guy. We can't with this dude yet. So let's go ahead and run it 5 minutes and see if it lets us do it again. With these guys here, strike. And you can also strike land bases and port facilities. You basically degrade them, but I don't care about that. Nope, still can't. Let's run it 5 more minutes. So these guys are going to be a little bit behind here on Surrey. So you have 3 buttons here. This is action information, brings up the actual like flight. Oh, actually, it looks like we're missing one here. So each one of these buttons here is a squadron. So, not bad. Let's go ahead and hit naval sighting here, accept target. Let's go ahead and hit all these guys because it's peacetime for another 2 hours. Let's go ahead and run this an hour. And off we go. And you'll see the planes barf out of our carrier here. So each one of these like little things here is our task groups. This little like yellow cross here is a sighting. And it takes time to actually launch your planes, and you have to rotate them all through the cap screen and stuff. And we might actually be about like 45 minutes behind schedule here Because traditionally it was 7:55 in the morning. Let's see. 7:45, 7:50, 7:50. Oh, we got there early. Here we go. Val's dive bombing Tennessee. Ignore the bow wave. These guys are not moving. So the one thing that you got to notice is how much cap or how much flak they're putting up. So up here in the corner, these are your flights. And so this is a flight of 5 planes, fully ready and willing to attack. So, individual San Francisco, yeah, no, San Franco. So, because there's only so many characters you can put in here. So, I used to have the, oh, no boat, no! Don't hit my no boat. Well, I'm playing red team, so yeah, hit the no boat. Here we go. That's 3 on the no boat. And these are all dive bombers. Here we go. So it always tells you what's going on up here. And then you can see like who's actually attacking. These are level bombers, Kate B's. So hitting Oklahoma. Miss. Hit. Arizona. These are Val's. There we go. Now, unlike War on the Sea, there's no magazine explosions or anything like that. So in this game, so well, like nothing that's actually like graphically represented like that. Here's Nevada. Val's dive bombing Nevada. The Nevada. And again, ignore the bow wave. That's just every ship in this game shows up with that. So, you know, it doesn't mean they're moving. They're not putting on much, like, flak. So, because each one of these pops represents a strike at one of these groups up in here. Here's no boat. Bang! Bang! Maryland. And again, like, same thing with, like, an actual Pearl Harbor scenario. There's no inboard or outboard ships from Ford Island. So they can hit whatever they can hit. So even though Maryland was, like, inboard, she might get hit by some torpedoes. Bang. Valves are doing their job, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, hard. There's Nevada again. Bang. Bang. And the groups will actually seek out different targets within the same area. So they're not always like tied to what exactly it is that you actually tell them to go after. So if it's in the area, it's a fair target. Bang, man. Oh, Nevada's cooked with valves here. Maybe I haven't seen any torpedo planes yet. Here comes the level bombers. Bang. Tennessee. Ooh, brutal. 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 Here comes the torpedo planes. So, in this, like, when you're actually in carrier combat, this is the most intense part of the game. So, we got to hit there. Because torpedoes do way more damage than anything else. Bang! So, and such, like, simple graphics on a game like this is, like... Oh, come on, man. That was a miss. It's just, it's really intense. So, here we go. Tennessee... cooked. Hit amidships. So yes, much less damage modeling. She's gone. Than in a War on the Sea. But just as intense. Here comes the valves. San Francisco's hangars on fire. Level bombers. Arizona, level bombers. And remember, a level bomber is what got Arizona. Here comes the torpedo. So, see, this guy here has been shot down. this guy actually shot. So he's gonna bug out now. Here we go. Whole bunch of Vals. California. This is a full flight of level bombers. And so I used to have the construction kit for carriers at war, and you would actually like set a level of readiness for your ships. And at this scenario for the Americans, the level of readiness is almost 0. So some of the ships were set to like 1 or 2. So, but it's out of 10, and so there's not near as much flak. There we go. Which of course, like, also sets, here we go, West Virginia. These are Vals. And some of them will wave off, and then they'll come back around and they'll give it another try. So, but they have to make that roll in order to be able to do that. Bang! Torpedoes. Here we go, we got another one. So this guy launched, this guy is shot down. So, when this guy is shot down, he will not come back to the carrier. So, bang. San Francisco, bang. Two more on San Francisco. That's 1. That's 2. 2 for 2. And that guy, he'll go back around and he'll find a new target. We got 2 torpedo planes here coming in at San Francisco. Miss. The other guy will come around. Nevada. Vals. We should have 4 strikes here. 1, 2, 3. So 2 more when we come back around. 4, 5. Brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. Oklahoma's looking okay. Maybe. Maryland, not so good. So this is a late war model. So, and this shows up again later in the Philippine scene scenario. So, but these early guys all have the original war colors. Here's no boat. Oh, it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. Oh. Here we go, torpedoes in Nevada. So this is a full flight of 4 here. Let's see how many we get. 1, 2, bang. 3. 4. See, all 4 of those guys launched their torpedoes. Got 3 hits. 3 torpedo hits on Nevada. Here's the Maryland again with level bombs. 1. And they'll come back around. So they'll keep fighting until they either expend their ammunition or they have to abort. So 1, 4, 2. What was that? Level bombs? Oh, no boats sunk. No boats donezo. No boats donezo. If I'm not mistaken, like in the actual Pearl Harbor, which is Pennsylvania, she was actually in dry dock. So you want to launch torpedoes at her. You never know. They might hit. So, but they don't account for that in this game. That's 2 torpedo hits. 3 coming in hot. Not good. 4, so all 4 of these guys managed to launch, so they'll all abort and go back home. 4 torpedoes, 4 hits. Brutal. San Francisco, level bombs. We are putting the boots to them. So here we go. 5 more minutes. Cummings. Nope. West Virginia takes a hit. Good ships. Brutal. Let's see. Some of these guys are coming back already because they don't have any more ammo. Let's give it another run here. West Virginia. Vals. Bang. Miss. Miss. and done. Let's go 5 more minutes. Okay, so we ran at 5 minutes. That means all these guys are coming back. So 8:35, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run another strike here. Let's go ahead and recoup our birds. Go hit them again. Yeah, this is an absolutely brutal scenario if you're playing as the Americans or the Japanese. So, and this is why playing the Japanese in the early war scenarios is on easy mode. Because most of your guys, and I'll show that to you here in a sec, if I can. If we go on here, and if we click on information, I think. And if you, so they have a full-blown like flight deck system here. So these guys are landing. So we've got 6 OK that are landing here. Those are all Kates. 3 Vals. And 9 of these guys are landed and damage level 1. There is a way to actually check how good these guys are. Hang on just a sec. Let me see if I can figure that out. Maybe not. I don't know if you can actually do this in the game itself. No, I don't think you can actually do this in the game itself. But, oh, let's go ahead and break that. We should have everybody positioned here. So these guys are all dispersed, which means they're like buttoned up and ready to go again. Yeah, so we can launch another strike. And so there was a way to actually check the skill level of these guys. But like early in the war, most of the Japanese guys are way better than any of the American pilots. So anyway, let's do it again. Let's go ahead and hit them again, shall we? Here we go. Strike, strike, strike. Accept. Let's go ahead and hit this guy. Strike, 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 strike. Accept. It's right here. Here's where it is. So we got 4 aces, 4 veterans, 1 trained. And all of that affects the roll value when these guys actually like come up against either other planes or ships. So here we go. It's just absolutely brutal how much the Japanese kick ass early in the war. And so let's go ahead and kick them all out here again. We could hit the land bases. I'm not too worried about them. No, and this carrier is just short in 1 squadron. Soryu. So, and these guys are so good about like their historical research that I'm sure that's actually how it was. So anyway, in we go. Let's do 1 more. Let's go ahead and hit this guy. Let's hit them all 1 more time. And then all the zeros are going to be escorting, so we're going to shoot down all the planes that are coming out from Hickam and Wheeler from us anyway. So, screw it. Let's go. Here we go. So we're going to have an afternoon strike. And of course, it takes a little bit of time for these guys to barf out, but there they go. Off they go. Let's go hit them. Come on, boys. 1 more hour. And that green radar means that they know what's going on. There's St. Louis. So, who was at Pearl Harbor? So, this is a boy that we lost. Either that guy or that guy. So, see, that's why this game is so freaking cool. Is because it's like really, it really does pay attention to the, like those little details. And so here we go. It's like a whole bunch of guys bombing this destroyer because probably most of those battleships that were here before are on the bottom of Pearl Harbor. So, as well send a couple destroyers down there too, huh? There we go. Here's an old four-piper. These are all the valves, of course. Spank. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. Wow, I'm gonna get my red hat on here. Oh, I got a couple to choose from. There's Oklahoma. Here we go. This is my uncle who was on the USS Reed here at Pearl Harbor. Let's see if that ship shows up. Look at this, the old Detroit. This is an old school cruiser. Light cruiser. That bird. Yep, old four-piper. Look at that big old cannon in the middle there. There's a modern destroyer. Slightly modern. McDougal, Cummings. Shooting fish in the barrel now. Absolutely blue. Dang. Hit. And of course, the destroyers can't take as many hits as anybody else. Here's Brooks. Taking a torpedo. Not good. This would break this ship in half. And oh, brutal. Patterson. This is Jarvis. We've seen a Jarvis many times in our playthrough of War. Let's see. USS Dewey. Gets through it. Waters gets through it. Cunningham gets through it. And so, these ships have a higher maneuverability rating. And so, they have a higher chance of actually, dodging a lot of this stuff. Even though their, alertness level is lower. But notice that they're putting up a lot more flak than they were 20 minutes ago or an hour and a half ago. So, and that's because the alertness level raises once you get attacked. So, which is fascinating in this game, man. I mean, there are levels and depths of mechanics going on behind the scenes in this game that don't exist in some of the other games. So the fact that they were actually able to do this back in 1992 is freaking phenomenal and amazing. There's the Helena. So shut down a bird right there. Yeah, buddy. That's that guy right there. Let's see, they're going after smaller ships now, which means that, the larger targets, they're donezo. They're donezo. They're all on the bottom of the sea, or the bottom of the Pearl. So now, there's Detroit getting 4 torpedo planes coming after her. There's another one coming in. These are the old Omaha class cruisers. Bang! Just broke that ship in half. Here comes another one. Boom! Is it Farragut? Took him some level bombs of all things. USS Allen. Jarvis is back. And done. See, notice that they're all going after destroyers at this point in time. That's because there's not bigger targets in the area. So there should be a couple battle wagons left, but we'll see. Oh man, this destroyer is cooked. Talbot. Bang! Bang! Yeah. There's a Dewey. Catch a torpedo or two? Maybe. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Boom! Look at this. This is a full flight of level bombers here. Going after this guy. Hatfield. Getting a full flight of torpedo planes. 4 torpedo planes. Bang. They're just shooting them at the destroyer banks down. Because in Pearl Harbor, they used to park all the destroyers in fleets together, tied next to a tender. So there we go. See, this dude actually shot a guy down right there. Let's see if he catches the torpedo in return. Yep. Spank. Level bombers. Lowest probability to hit. Here's a Honolulu. Catching some dive bombs from Val's. Bang. Bang. Gilmer. We had a bad time with the Gilmer in our War on the Sea theories. So we're gonna 5 more minutes, see what happens here. Casting and Downs. Downs was actually in dry dock. Talbot was not. Oh, brutal. Okay, 5 more minutes. Chew. That might be it. Let's see. Alright, boys are coming back. Let's go ahead and run in an hour. Get out of here. I'd be surprised if there's any battleships left. They are probably all settling into the mud. Fortunately, recoverable. Alright, so this is these guys. Bombarding Midway. I can't do anything to stop this at this point in time, so we're just going to run through this, see what happens. Let's go ahead and get our boys out of here. So Akagi is still waiting for mission recovery, and all of these guys here, these guys are on cover for Akagi, these guys are on escort for Akagi, and these guys are these guys out here, and they have like hard-coded orders. So let's go ahead and get our birds back, and we're gonna skedaddle out of here. So pretty rough day for the Americans, man. Pretty rough day. And again, I can't do anything about this. They're gonna have to run through their ammo. So, because bombardment takes hours to do. So, here we go. So, but regardless, so in the last War on the Sea series, we absolutely positively put the boots to the Japanese. And so today, back here on a Cures of War series, which I haven't played Cures of War in probably like 8 years. And I mean, I remember what all the buttons do. I remember what like the mechanics behind the game. And it's absolutely fantastic. I actually have this on a web browser here where I can just play it for funsies. And but all the scenarios are going to be really quick. So I have to like see, like Coral Sea should take less than an hour. So I think in my original Cures of War series, like the Midway series took like maybe an hour, maybe like 45 minutes. So anyway, these guys are done, and so they are good, and so we can go ahead and break this. Well, I guess we don't have to, but we will. So anyway, up here, action, movement, surface combat. If you watch my other series, we might have some surface combat in the future. It's okay. So, and the status is the actual, like, you know, how the ships are doing. So, but if you click on movement here, we can go ahead and click these guys out of here. And you can just click anywhere on the map, get rid of them. So that's Sazanami. So here is Akagi. So let's get her out of there. And if you go in display here, you can actually see the weather. Draw the weather. So yeah, let's go ahead and get her up here into the gnarly weather. But notice that these other guys here, this is here, Kirishima, Chikumo, and Tone are all covering. So covering means that they'll like sail like 20 nautical miles in front of them. Escort means they stay with them. And so this group here, Abukuma, is escort, and so they will stick on the main task group right here. And that's all hard coded in the game. So, you know, you just kind of have to run with it. So let's run till dawn. We need to get the hell out of here. We've done our thing. We sank a whole bunch of the U.S. Navy. So we're going to go ahead and call it good. And then I think this scenario ends at midnight. We'll have to see. So it might be the next day. I think when I played this like scenario as the Americans, I actually got a couple bombs on Nakagi from it might have been from Hickam. I don't remember. So, but they are not going to come out and fight us. They're going to go ahead and lick their wounds. Everybody here is just going to be cool. So, get the hell out of here. Let's see how it might run till morning. I'm not sure. So, let's just wait and see. But once the scenario is done, you get to see the victory screen for both sides. And there we go. There it is. We got a marginal victory, not a decisive victory. And that's hard to do with a Japanese scenario on this one because there's like they don't fight back. All right, so let's go check it out. Kimmel here, USS Maryland group. Let's check it out. Maryland, they're all done except for Arizona. It's almost completely opposite, man. We got Nevada, Dawn, Oklahoma on the bottom, Tennessee, California, Maryland, West Virginia, all down. Arizona lived. There she is. All right, next group. New Orleans, Snowboat, Dawn. Detroit, Dawn. Honolulu and St. Louis are still up. So Raleigh is still out there. Huh, interesting. Let's check some of these other smaller groups here. Farragut, Dewey, McDonough, they're okay. Allen, Shelley, done. Hatfield, done. Most of these destroyers are still up, though. Brooks is in bad shape. And the last one is Pennsylvania. We sank the Pennsylvania, the San Francisco, USS Reed. Absolutely fine. See, the funny thing is, in this scenario, you would never like know this. So unless you were like really into like the actual Pearl Harbor battle, but it was the Cassin, the Shaw, and the Downs. The Reed was actually part of this group here. So whatever, it's totally fine. So, but we absolutely positively murdered them. So Pennsylvania, Dawn. All the battleships are down. Heavy cruiser, New Orleans is down. Farragut. Yeah. Battleship Row. Battleship Row has a little bit more steel on the bottom of the harbor. But then there is Halsey and Fletcher out here. So here's Halsey way out here with Lex. And she's fine. Chicago, Portland, Astoria. And the same thing over here with Fletch. Fletch has got Saratoga. No, Enterprise. Enterprise, Salt Lake, Northampton. Actually, I think this is probably backwards. I thought it was Halsey that had the Enterprise. I might be wrong about that. I'm not quite sure. So, but anyway, there we go. So, a resounding victory for the Japanese here at Pearl Harbor on 0200 December 8th, 1941. And we're going to have to play a little bit more of this because the next scenario with the Japanese, well, I'll keep playing as the Japanese because I played as the Americans last time. And I'm not quite so averse to that now. So the problem is that if we keep playing this game, we're going to be easy mode, easy mode, easy mode, fair mode, and then hard mode when we actually have to fight the Americans at Philippine Sea. But we'll see if we get that far. So, but anyway, I know a lot of you are really excited about Sea Power. It looks fantastic, and I really want to play it. I just don't have the time to sink my teeth into it just quite yet because I don't know what the missiles do. I don't know what's hard. I don't know what's easy. I don't know what's dangerous and what's harmless. So, but here in Carriers at War, and the fact that this is actually up online is really fun. So, it'll only take me like maybe 5-6 hours to actually play through this entire series. So, but anyway, that's Pearl Harbor here tonight. So we'll do Coral Sea here pretty soon. So hope to see you all there. And then in the meantime, go watch like Stealth 17 and Wolfpack and all those guys who are playing Sea Power because I'm going to go into it blind. I don't know anything about any of that stuff. I got a Jane's book from 1988. I might go like flip through it. So, but it's still at the same point in time, this is the stuff that I know, and it's amazing to see that these guys here actually have this game up online. So go check it out. It's way fun. All right. So, but with that being said, I'll see you at Coral Sea here pretty soon. So, in the meantime, don't give me too much crap about not actually doing Sea Power just quite yet. Okay? I'm going to be the rebound girlfriend. So I'll see you all here pretty soon. So anyway, it's good to see you all again. So question, comments, concerns, you guys know where those things go. Hope to see you all here real soon again. So take care. Have a good night. Bye. Well, it seems like I'm going to see you boys.